Alrighty, it's another day, another stream, another time to go run Gnomer for the 754th time. You guys know what it is. It's time. I hope we're having a fantastic day. Mushi, Mooncotton, and Cannon Eyes, welcome. I hope your Saturday, if it's a Saturday where you are, is doing well. But you know the drill. I'm down to 2 more items. We have a lot to talk about today. I got stuff for progression of the videos that I want to go over with you guys. I have some new stuff to show. So today's going to be a good day. And spoiler alert, I still have the cough that I can't get rid of. Well, we'll get started for some more Gnomer runs. I know this is what you guys have been seeing for a while, so I'm hoping that today will be a day that we get something. We want something, right? What up, Barry? What up, David? Hope you guys are doing good today. Following your ways in the name, Spider and Elwyn will not drop the chess piece. I feel that. I really do. Good time to sacrifice a goat to our Lord and Savior Yog Sothoth for those drops, dude. Ed, let's hope. If you guys got a goat, I don't have any goats. But I have a new route that Drek and I worked on last night to do some of this. It runs a little bit quicker, so I'm hoping that we get lucky with those runs. I'm trying not to cough too much. It has been doing better, but the more I talk, the more I cough, right? Then you're on the blackjack. I wish you luck on the blackjack. That one was annoying. Drek will not be here today. Most likely he is off. He has a family dinner that is about to start that he has to go to really soon. And it's going to be pretty much the entire time of my stream. But he probably won't be on today either, sadly. For stream, at least. But he'll still be in on the videos and other hangout times, so he might be on. You just locked yourself in Tears Fall Glade. Scarlet Monastery is going to be scary. Yeah, it is. There is a lot in Scarlet Monastery, but luckily you have 4 dungeons, or 2 dungeons to go for, and if you have the old Scarlet Key already unlocked, you have another 4, so it's not like at least the same dungeons over and over and over. You can mix it up at least. That's what I'm kind of looking forward to when I get to Tears Fall Glades, is to mix everything up. People on the YouTube side, the YouTube watchers, viewers, are you guys getting game sounds today? Are you actually hearing the punches, the kicks, the fire breath, the keg smashes? Are you guys actually hearing all of that today? I think I fixed it, but I need to be sure that you guys can hear everything and not just my sultry voice. Mooncotton, I will be doing achievements. If there is an achievement in the zone that I need to get, yes, I will be doing those achievements. What up, Macmindle? Hello. Klon says yes, good. I'm glad I figured that out. I realized I forgot to do one thing in the setup, and that was audio, and all you had was my voice. But I'm glad you got actual sounds today. Roy, how long do you think this challenge will take? Forever. I genuinely don't think there's actually an end to the challenge. Because RNG could just take over and make you be here forever, and not to mention more expansions come out, more loot comes out. It's just going to keep going and going and going by the time you get to everything. That it could potentially never end, but if you get lucky, it could. So it's up in the air, right? And Knabble, I'm watching the stream from the Stream Deck today, the Steam Deck. I'll be in the game soon. Good luck on the runs today. Thank you, Julian. I appreciate it. No, Roy, I don't think anyone has 100%. And there's just so much in the game. I'm trying not to cough. Found some info on the pilot gloves in the old form back in 2013. Oh, yeah? What is that, Mac? Yes, Moon, I do have Invincible. If you guys don't, you know what I can show you here. What up, Dan? God, the cough is really bad today. I thought I was doing a lot better with it. I didn't cough a whole lot yesterday. As soon as I start stream, it's Cough City Central. But if you guys know Simple Armory, that website, you could see everything that I have. It's a that's another one of those useful websites I like to use for collecting. Waka, thank you for following. I appreciate it. How you doing today? What up, Fred? How you doing? Okay, they drop from the gnomes themselves. That makes sense. And they're on the grind. But yeah, extremely low drop rate. I figured as much. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday and enjoying themselves. We are getting close to Christmas and other holidays, so, and the end of the year in general. That's kind of crazy that we're already nearing the end of 2024. I feel like it just started. But that would mark 1 year of me doing content full time. That's also kind of crazy. Thank you, honey. I mean, Saturday's a good day to vibe and hang out, and I guess watch me run Gnomer over and over in hopes that I get one of these 2 drops. Oh, will you, Mac? Well, I wish you the best, and I hope your luck is a little bit better than mine. Because I got a lot of drops really early on, but then later on, just nothing. 20k kills for 100%, or my math is not mathing. Which mob? The Leprous Assistants? 20k on them? Because I'm currently almost at 6k on them. Okay, he's dead. God, I hope no Vibro Blades drop today. I hope we get duplicates of the other things. There's still like 4 or 5 things that come from in here that I don't have duplicates of. Gotcha, gotcha. Alright, Barry. All I could say is I've killed Shipbreaker 100 times for a drop on the Siren Isle, and with nothing dropping, so it's near else grinding. I've killed him a couple times. I haven't got anything unique. I've gotten some like purples for like warband and stuff, but that's about it. I've actually all the rares on the Siren Isle. I haven't gotten anything special. I'm actually really kind of disappointed with the Siren Isle, so I'm hoping that maybe I'm just like skipping over stuff and not really looking too into it. But I was there earlier today, and it was just grinding out resources. Thank you, Dan. I figured if it was it's that time of year, I should at least decorate myself a little bit. I haven't been transmogging anything because it's whatchamacallit. I've just been kind of doing the gear that I have. But I figured within the holiday season I should at least put something on. Oh, does he cannon? Okay. Yeah, I haven't looked too much into the bird mount either. Honestly, a lot of Siren Isle I haven't looked too into about. Like, I like collecting. Big surprise. But Siren Isle just seems a little just bland. Like, it's super boring. It's the same 4 rares over and over. I don't know. I mean, I've gotten a little bit of world PvP out there. I ganked a couple people, fought for some boxes, but, like, nothing too crazy has been going on out there. Not a whole lot, Barry. The whole going down... Sorry. The whole going down to Thermoplug area, I cut off. Because it was... I felt we could get more runs in overall if we cut that out. And it's like the same amount of mobs, but just faster runs themselves. I was trialing it a little bit, and so far it seems pretty good. Like, Drek and I, when we were doing a duo last night, we had about 10-minute runs. So we were actually getting through very quickly. And I did a solo one of it. It was like 20 minutes. So I think it's meant for like more runs per hour type thing. Does a chance of drop change if it isn't on legacy loot? For zone drops like this, I don't know. I notice that when I'm in legacy loot, I feel like I get a lot more loot in general. I mean, from the bosses, it's a guaranteed 2 items. But from everything else, I feel like I get more greens, I get more drops, I get more other stuff. But that could just be like placebo, and it feels that way to me when in reality it's not. But to me, I feel like I get a lot more stuff. Wowhead has 1 point something drop rate for the rune, and it shows. And 1000% agreed, it's nothing I would resub for if it didn't already have playtime. It's just, it had to catch up thing, yeah. Get the flames? Hell yeah. That's what we like to see. I got all my Wintervale stuff caught up when it started. I needed 2 toys that I was missing from 1 year, and then I got the pet that came out this year. So I'm all caught up now in Wintervale. And I got my last couple of achievements. But Siren Isle is just kind of bland. However, the Undermine stuff I'm actually really looking forward to. The tier sets look cool. The armor looks cool. The mount looks cool. The raid sounds fun, even though I'm not going to raid. Everything about it seems really fun. So I am looking forward to the actual 11.1 patch. That should be some fun stuff in there. Freddy wants me to hide her. I know I sound bad, Freddy, because my voice is still all over the place, but I get it. I get it. We got a full cup of water. I repaired before the runs, made sure of it. I went to the bathroom beforehand. Like, I got everything prepped and ready to go to grind. Let's say I didn't look too into the marksman changes just yet. I leveled a marksman hunter this expansion and actually was planning on gearing him because I really do like marksman. But I haven't actually done anything left. Like, I got him to 80. Got him a little bit gear. He's like 594 or something like that. And then I just kind of stopped playing him. But I do want to look into those marksman changes. Yeah, marksman is in like a really weird spot. No more pet. Wait, no more pet? All right, okay, so Lone Wolf is going away and you're still not getting a pet one way or the other. Okay, that's fine. That's I like not having pets. Would you say Monk is the best class for this challenge? Did you consider any other classes? From Monk was my first choice because fast, tank, can heal itself. Demon Hunter was also up there because it's fast. But I didn't really test anything. I know there's a bunch of people who are also trying this challenge right now. Or something like this. And I know Druid is good for this. People were saying Hunter's kind of iffy. Warrior is a little on the rougher side on some things. But Monk was just my first choice, and it seemed to work, so I didn't look too much into it. No pet, but I love having my little buddy. No pet. I mean, I think it's okay. I'm not a big pet person when it comes to classes. I don't like having pets. I don't like having to micromanage what they do. That's why I don't normally play Unholy. That's why I don't really care for Warlock too much. But I'm just not like a big pet class person. So I'm kind of okay with it just being gone forever. Can you get another best in slot item in the next possible zone? It depends. If I get Dead Mines, there's a dungeon in there. I probably could get something. I don't really know what Red Ridge or Loch Modan have for potential drops from quests. So, and like quests could upgrade to like an epic, so that could be a new best in slot. That's just kind of RNG. I mean, they are just kind of there. You're not wrong. But when you were trying to like do PvP and stuff, like having the stun, having the leap for an interrupt, all that kind of stuff matters a little bit. I manage now with Warrior. It's just a gear issue. Okay, Mac, then that's good. If Warrior's actually working now for you, that's good. Considering starting the challenge myself, Druid was my thought as well. Thanks for the insight. No problem, no problem. Oh my god. The cough is coming up crazy today. I'm a solo quester and also bad at the game, so I really like having a pet tank for me. I can see that. How do you determine the best in slot of items that level up with you? The way I'm doing best in slot is like the early stuff is if it's a blue, higher item level, and the total amount of stats. Like, if you remember in Elwyn, I got that spear that had 23 agility. Well, I lost 10 agility, but I gained 15 crit and 11 avoidance. That's 26 more stat gain and a little bit more stamina. When they're going to scale up with me, I'm thinking things that are just, like, going to be better statted. Like, I think crit verse is really good for me. So the more crit verse that I have is going to be better. And then, obviously, item level. If I can get myself a... like an epic upgrade from a quest or something, it's probably going to be better. I'm sure there's some trinkets out there and certain weapons that would do really good low level. But as of right now, I don't have them, so I don't know what trinkets would be really good for me just yet. Cannon, it works just like that. I could just get a random epic upgrade and be really good for me. I tried doing RFC on my level 20 druid and got blown to smithereens. Oh, did you, Barbarian? That might be one of the things that you have to wait until level 30. Like, early level is really good. Like, level 10, level 11. But then going up to level 30 is going to be a little rough, I feel. Did Ragefire Chasm solo and BM Hunter? Hunter is still very dependent on gears, and especially if you have a tanky pet or so. Gotcha. Zaya loves you. No, I'm not on Chromie time. I actually have... do I have it in here? I'm actually on the Dragonflight thing. I didn't even touch Chromie time because there is no regular Chromie time. I'd have to do like Kata, and that's kind of weird. So I'm just on straight up regular Chromie time, or not even Chromie time. I'm just kind of here. I just ran to the dungeon. I wasn't sure how Chromie time would affect stuff, so I just didn't even bother looking into it. All right, what's going on? How you doing? Okay. So there is a bunch of you guys here now. I want to bring something up. It's a little early in the stream, but I want to look into my potential. I am stuck in a zone, stuck in an area forever because I'm not getting a one super rare drop. And I want to run by you guys this idea I have to see if you guys are okay with it. So basically, we are using the term banking it as a default term. There's other ways that I'm going to try to describe it. But basically, I take one item, and only one item, from an area. And I put it in like a bank slot, essentially. That means I still have to come back for it. I still have to get it. I can't just not get it. But I'm allowed to leave the zone for now. I can't have more than one item in said bank slot, and I will have to pay every time I do it, and it keeps getting more and more expensive. That way, it's still a cost to me. But basically, I put it in a slot. It allows me to leave. I still have to get the item before I leave the expansion. I cannot have more than one item in there. And each time I put a new item in, it costs me money. And it gets more and more expensive each time I put something in. I hope I explained that well. I'm sitting here trying not to cough as I was explaining it. There's going to be like little skits and stuff for every time I do it. But basically, it would allow me to go to the next zone. But I still have to basically every week do like a run of Gnomer, for example, to get the Hotshot Pilot gloves or something like that. I personally would just have like a note somewhere saying that I have to get this item yet. Holy shit, the cough is really bad. I think it's a fair idea, especially because you do want to keep some level of pace for the viewer experience. Yeah, and I'm going to. And this isn't meant for me to have like a cop-out. It's meant for me to still get videos out to everyone and keep working on the challenge. Protocol says you don't know if you should be zone locked to dungeons anyway. I mean, to me, I wanted to do the dungeons. Like, the dungeons were the main cause of me wanting to do this challenge, is because I wanted all the dungeon loot. And so that's why I added them into this. And mainly because if I didn't, then I would be like doing just questing and looking for rares, and then I'm done. Cool, see you next zone. I wanted to have a little bit more longevity to it. Or maybe Kalek gets help from another earthen friend who is higher level and sends him into another place while they clear up. Maybe. So the main reason why I'm doing it this way is because I still want to loot the item. I still want to physically have to go into the dungeon or zone or whatever it is and loot said item. I still want to go do that itself. But this just allows me to kind of put it on hold for the time being while I go do something else. But it still basically means I have to get it. Especially if I go to places like Alderman, where I need to put something in the bank to hold for me. And I can't have more than one item, so I still need to grind essentially everything from that zone except for one item. And before I can put something else in the bank, it needs to be cleared. So that's kind of the idea of it. Yeah, Fred, I would still do daily runs, weekly runs, or whatever for the item. Like, I would still be doing that. I mean, yeah, Gabriella, I know what you mean. That it's basically still me, but I still want physically Kalek to go in to loot the item. That's why I'm a little hesitant on having, like, a main or something run for it. I feel that's fine, just occasional callbacks or clips showing milestone runs like 50, 80, 100, etc. Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking to do too. Like, I would still show me doing a run. Like, hey, here's my Gnomer run 100, and I hit Gnomer run 150 today as I'm still doing these grinds. Let's continue on with Arathi Basin or whatever. Yeah, the whole entirety of Blackrock Mountain is going to be ridiculous. 2 raids, 2 dungeons. There's so much in there. Hacker on the farm's going fine. I just got my first run done. We're talking about a potential save for future really hard to get grinds. I'm torn because the whole zone lock becomes moot, but we could truly be here for years because okay, Canonize, you brought it up perfectly. That's how I personally feel. I'm tied between I want to do this challenge correctly and be locked and not go anywhere and have to be stuck here. On the other hand, I want to make videos for you guys that aren't just Gnomer runs for the next 17 years until I get these items. I don't want to be locked here. I don't want to burn myself completely out, but that's kind of the name of the game. I feel like if there was like an extreme zone locked where like harder rules and stuff, but I feel like having this just one caveat rule allows for more videos to come out, more interesting streams, and not just this all the time. You can classify 2 drop categories: regular drops and mega rares. Zone locks are until all regular drops, and expansion lock until all mega rares. Oh, I like that idea, Kroll. If I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry. But no, I actually do like that idea. But yeah, exactly, Fred. Like, this whole idea came up, like, I had this idea originally, like the whole banking idea going into Dunmoreau. I thought of it. Why do I have mail from the postmaster? I had that idea already going into Dunmoreau because Alderman, I knew that this could be a potential issue. I swear to God, if I loot...
Next in line, please.
Oh, 1 heavy stone. Okay. We're good.
Good day now.
But that's just... I knew Alderman was going to be an issue and a lot of these other ones could be an issue. And I want to keep putting videos out, but drop rates, right? Drop rates are just a pain. Oh, do they? I mean, the only zone locked I've really watched is Josh's in gaming, and I think he's doing more of an extreme. I don't want to make it boring for an audience and less likely to burn out. I could see why OSRS zone locks and Ultimate Ironman have like 6 months of recording before they start a series. Yeah, that would make sense. But also specify dungeon items are not the same as zones, so rules can be adjusted. By the same token, would you consider a similar system for raids? If you unlocked a zone that has a raid, you can continue on to the other zones while doing raids weekly without being locked for 2 years? Yes, Dragoon Dave, that's what I'm going to do. And whenever I get to a raid, I was going to re-talk about that rule, about raids itself, because that's basically what I'm going to do, is that I'm just going to do weekly lockouts until I get it done, and I can't go to a new expansion until that's done. How'd you feel about mercy gifts in these exceptional circumstances? I would say mostly no, because I want to, like, again, it goes back to me wanting to physically loot the item, right? I want to actually get the item to drop and in my hands from me doing it. Mega rare, technically dungeons are separate from zones. I mean, you guys aren't wrong. My thing is, I made the rules, and I was already going to have to go back on the raid rule because I, in my infinite wisdom, forgot raid lockouts are a thing. So I don't want to change the rules too much because then I feel like, oh, this guy made a challenge, and then on the 3rd or 4th video, immediately changed 7 rules. That's not a fun challenge anymore. Like, I don't want to do that. So basically, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I wanted to get everyone's opinion on the banking idea, see what you all think about it. I like the idea of mega rares and super and regular drops. I still want to loot, like the main thing is I still want to loot everything before I go to another expansion. Like all the dungeons and raids will still have to be done before going to the next area. But I feel like having like an item, maybe 2 in the future that I can bank. That way I can continue to get videos out that are fun for everyone, but still having to do these daily runs. The idea of like, here's a mega rare item. I still have to get the mega rare items before I leave, but I can leave the zone without getting the mega rare items. And in this case, it's these 2 because neither of these have really much of a drop rate on Wowhead. But maybe I think you should be allowed to have 1 ultra rare per zone that I could just, like, so basically there's 1 ultra rare that I can leave the zone if I don't get the ultra rare item, but I can come back for it type thing. Personal anecdote Iron Soul. I gave up after playing all through Wrath of the Lich King. This day I've never even seen Iron Soul, the 2-handed mace drop. Oh shit, I don't like hearing that when I get there. My only issue is to not try to make this rare, such a mega rare system, too complex. As in your one zone, you have 3 mega rares and 2 different dungeons. It might be hard to follow. I agree. I don't want to make anything too complex that it's, 1, hard for the viewers to follow, and 2, that could get, when I'm like tracking everything, eventually could get mixed up. That's why I was thinking just the 1 item. I bank 1 item. That's it. It allows me to continue, but I have to keep doing runs on the side. Mega Rare should be separate category and probably listed beforehand so there's a decent progress. Okay, let me kill this boss, and then I'm bringing out the zone locked notepad, and I'm going to write these down. That's why, like, I had this idea for zone locked. I put that thing out. Now we're sitting here and we're all like, okay, there's some potential issues that we need to figure out now. Like, just spur the moment, because it's going to be an issue in the future. And we're just like winging it as it goes, right? Oh, okay. Also, there's going to be a Twitch ad in 1 minute and 20 seconds. I can't stop it. But we're just talking about this right now anyway. So I'm going to just chill after I kill this boss. I have a thing for everyone that we could do in between while we're waiting for ads. But we're still just talking about the thing. You have a graphic of an item in that video for mega rares you will be working on as you unlock more areas, and then have these items in the mark off when you get them. Yep. Whatever you choose, I'll be here to watch because you inspire me to go collecting in a more serious manner. Well, I appreciate that, Gabrielle. I really do. Although, yeah, Alderman could potentially be the run ender, the killer. Hydrocane with nothing special. Just 1 item per zone. Separate 2, maybe. Zone locked and dungeon locked? Maybe. I like the idea of the dungeons being part of the zone, though. I really do. The game's too huge to have rules that perfect from the get-go. I think occasional rule changes for a new system works fine. Hey, Zaya loves you with your Prime sub. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Maybe give yourself like a certain amount of bank slots or whatever you want to call it, and you only have like 3 or 5, and when you put 1 in, you cannot get the slot back until the item drops. That was the original plan. Dude, Ed brings up a good point. There are some super rare mega items in there that will literally be year 5 of said dungeon. You're right. Barry, I thought about a credit system. Excuse me. But as I was working on the credit system last night as like an idea, it started getting really complex. And I was just like, you know what, this is starting to be way too much. And exactly, zones are faster than dungeons, and that's why the dungeons are there to pad out the zones. I need you to lock in the rules so I can start my run. Okay, Uncle Buck, I'm getting there. Okay, hold on. I'm writing this down. Mega drops. I'm writing this down as a note so I can look at it later. I think perhaps there should be some sort of penalty for using it, like no more gloves. So my penalty, Fred, was supposed to be me spending money. Like a pretty decent amount of money. Like my idea, and I'm just gonna run these numbers off real quick for you guys, right? The first one that I was gonna get, because right now I have 5K. I will just about 6K. The first bank slot was going to be 20K gold. The next one was going to be, yeah, I know it's ad break right now, which I was going to say this and then we'll work on my ad break thing. First one was going to be 20K gold. The second one was going to be 50. The next one's like 75, then 100, something like that, right? That way it's more and more expensive each time I use it. And yeah, the money would go to the guild bank. Anyway, what I'm going to start doing now in between ads, we're going to do some WoW GeoGuessr. All right? We're going to do some WoW GeoGuessr. We're going to do full player, single player, time limit, 30 seconds each round. I'm blazed through this, okay? We're doing this in between ad breaks. We have another 2 minutes. Okay, I am in Shadowmoon Valley in Draenor. I want to say I'm like right around here. Okay, that's a good start. That's a good start. That's a good start. We'll go back to the bank ID here in a second. Okay, I am in Revendreth, in Shadowlands. Oh, I actually kind of know where this is. I want to say like I'm over in here somewhere. Like somewhere like right about there. Baby. I did not change the screen. You're right. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm just talking to myself. There it is. Okay. Thank you. I thought I changed it. I didn't. I'm still in Revendreth. I am by the middle here. I'm like right around over in here. I want to say it is. I'm on the other side. I have like 30 seconds per round, so it's just speed. It's just speed. Okay, I'm in Ashenvale. I'm pretty sure it's Ashenvale, and I'm like over. I want to say like over in here somewhere, like around here. Hell yeah, let's go. Yeah, that's my fault. That's my fault. I thought I hit the scene change button on my stream deck. I didn't. Plaguelands. I'm just somewhere in the Plaguelands. I have 20. I have 30 seconds of these. I should maybe take some more time. I don't want to move. I forgot to turn them off. So north is over there. I don't see Karazhan. Or Karazhan, Jesus Christ. Stratholme. So I want to say I'm like over. Like right around here. No, I was really bad on that one. All right, now that this completely scuffed one is done, let me go back to the main menu. Single player, World of Warcraft, full map. The ad break is done. We're going to do one more real quick, guys, okay? And zoom, move. It's 10 seconds. I have 10 seconds per run, all right? 10 seconds, and then we're going right back to the run. I just want to get this done now. This is what's happening in between the ad breaks, so you guys aren't missing anything actually of the run. This is Fairless. I am facing northwest. So I want to say like probably like right about there. I'm a gamer. Zangarmarsh. I'm facing the west side of Zangarmarsh, Outlands. So I'm facing over here. I want to say like maybe like right about there. Okay. Not really. Oh, the Barrens. Northern Barrens. There's that big hill. Is this the big hill that I'm thinking of? Facing northeast? No, maybe it's... I was a little too slow. But it was the hill I was thinking of. Can't be slow, can't be slow. Back to the Eastern Plaguelands. I'm facing the east of it. I think that's over in this area. Hell yeah, let's go. All right, last round. Oh, shit, this could be anywhere. This could be literally anywhere. Like, just literally anywhere. Like I said, it was fucking Ashen Vale. It could have been Teldrassil. They're basically the same. All right, something went wrong. Fantastic. All right. Back to the actual run, okay? Okay. Back to the actual run. Anyway, that's where we are. Banking system. So we're all okay with an idea of like a bank system to bank an item. I can work more on the details, like the actual finer details, but everyone is kind of okay with a system like that of a item that I could put into a bank. I have to come back and get it at a later time, but it allows me to move on to the next zone. That's basically what it comes down to, and it's going to cost me money to put items in the bank. Or maybe a cost of another thing. But that's really the general consensus of what I'm planning on doing. Does anyone think that defeats the purpose of the challenge? That I should not do that? What do we all think that's okay? Yes, I will still have to come back and get the item before I go to another expansion. And I cannot put another thing in the slot if there's already something there. So, like, I can't put in some random sword if I have the hotshot pilot gloves in there. I have to get the swords a little bit. You don't think I should, Cameron? What's up with that? Like, I want to know your thoughts on it. I'm all for the banking idea personally. I'll even do the same since I'm in the guild. I mean, I'm just trying to figure this out because I didn't have any of this planned already. It was just kind of like spur of the moment type thing, and I'm just kind of like throwing it all out there. Make it like the trading post freeze. Yes, essentially, it's going to be kind of like that. You can only freeze one item. If you freeze and go to another zone, if the other zone is done, you can go back and get the frozen item. Yeah, exactly. That's essentially what it's going to be. I think that's fine, given that you're doing this for content alongside. It does make sense. I'm trying to do this for you. Like, I don't want to say for you guys, because ultimately it's for me, because I'm trying to collect stuff on my account. But I do like posting the videos and having videos out for everybody. But at the same time, we all know that some of these challenges could just take forever, literally forever. And in some OSRS videos, they have a lot more stuff to do. But once I'm done collecting in a zone, I'm just kind of there now, right? I'm just kind of shit out of luck. It's down to the grind. Okay. And if that's the case, awesome. I will, when I'm done stream tonight, I'm going to work on the actual final details of the whole thing. And I will post it in my Discord so we can all like go over it if we think there's any changes to it. I want everyone's consensus on if this is a good idea or not. I want everyone to be like, yes, we like this idea, this is okay. I just wanted to run it by you guys on stream first before I just went and did it, because I want to see what you guys thought of it. I think banking for one zone is okay, but like banking in zone 2 till the end of the X-Packs feels a bit something. Yeah, and I'm not trying to do that, Cameron. I'm trying to... It's going to be I bank one item. Not even one item per zone, it's just one item in general, allowing me to go to the next zone, but I still keep doing the other runs. And allowing me to do other zones and work on other things. While this one item is still me doing runs for it over and over. Mention OSRS. I'm going on the chunk man I've watched in the area locked. That's what I was trying to base it off of, but... But obviously RuneScape and WoW have a lot different things when it comes to drop rates. Say, for example, you need an item off a boss in RuneScape. Well, you can kill it like 7 times in an hour. Whereas rares in WoW, you can only kill once, maybe twice an hour if you're lucky. So there is a big difference if something has like like 1 in 1,000 drop rate on WoW and RuneScape type thing. Mishu asked, what about the rules for world drops like epics and BOEs? Hold on a second, why I don't die. Ultimately, there isn't really much of a rule about them, because it's really hard to try to farm that stuff out. So they were just kind of there as I was getting them. If I can maybe make like a side episode someday or something of me actually just like sitting at an area and grinding out to try to get an epic drop, see if I can get one, maybe, but they're not like ultimately hard locked to the list, because if you look in all the things, this is what I'm basing it off of. If they don't pop up in here, in this window of, hey, they dropped from this zone, I'm not going to go for it. But I ultimately do want them on my account because I want everything. So I will probably have some like side videos, filler videos later in the series of, hey, I'm going to spend a day just grinding out some stuff here, see what we get, see if I can get something, and we go from there. I feel like it may only push the problem forward. I mean, Roy, you're not wrong. Because ultimately, I still have to get the item. But it's not like I'm not going to grind out the item at all. I'm still going to work on... So, okay. Say, or like this example, here is Hotshot Pilot Gloves. They don't drop. I put them on freeze. I then go to... Sorry, I'm coughing. Say I go to Loch Modan. I'm still doing Gnomer runs in the background and letting you guys know on certain milestones, like, hey, here's my 150th run. Hey, here's my 200th run. Still nothing. And eventually when I get them, I will show you guys me getting them. But it allows me to do another zone while I'm still working on this really annoying drop rate item, right? Why are these 2 blue items not dropping? Are these items you said don't really exist? Or they have a super low drop rate to get. They are just really hard to get drop rate item. They should exist. I believe they exist. They wouldn't be here in this section if they didn't exist. They're just really low drop rate. Oh, I need to catch up, and chat's going absolutely crazy. I'm trying to catch up on where I left off. Hackron says, wait, is there a guild? Yes, we have a guild on NA and EU for everyone who is doing this challenge if they wanted. Jasper says, good luck with the grind. Found you through YouTube series and followed you here on Twitch while you were offline. I appreciate it, Jasper. I really do. It's a can of being kicked down the road. You got to pick it up eventually. It is. Like, I'm going to eventually have to go for that item, and I'm still grinding out that item. It just lets me leave the zone while I get that item. Did you have someone who was doing this challenge to help you in the dungeon? I do have a friend who helps me with these runs. He's not necessarily doing the challenge, but he is level 30 and isn't like overgeared. There are some like requirements that I have for him to be in here, and he does help me with it. He just can't be here today. Like, I think the biggest issue is probably the fact that it isn't even that unrealistic to have the item frozen when you reach Alderman, just in case of how bad it is. You're not wrong. It could be abysmal. But it allows me to do other stuff, because I want to be real with you guys. As much as I'm still enjoying this, I'm still having fun with the grind. I could have the next 3 months of streams, which are 3 days a week. So 12 streams for like the next half of a year, and it's just Gnomer gone. I would never leave it. There would not be another video in the series until this is done. That's the thing I'm trying to do with the banking system. I mean, should there just be a time limit after a month of dungeon farming to keep the people from getting bored, but the current one is back burner, but stream new areas? I mean, that's kind of what this is supposed to be, right? That's fair, I think. I mean, this isn't the only item with a drop rate like this. Exactly. There's going to be a lot. But when I'm out doing a zone that doesn't have a dungeon, it allows me to... I can just keep doing this in the background. Like, I do like 5 or 6 runs a night of Gnomer while I wait for a rare to spawn. Mackenzie with the 1 month resub. Thank you. I appreciate it. Are you doing well today? I hope all is going well on your end. We haven't played Stardew in a bit, but we'll get back to it, I promise. Yeah, like Barry said, it's a super low drop rate. Fon says that's good to me. No one should be in Gnomer that long. Yeah, you're right, though, Fred. It's a huge, allegedly, who knows. Hitting a set amount of runs could be a good idea as well. Ultimately, I still want to get the item. I want to loot the item. I want to show on video or on stream here of me getting the item. That way we all could be like, oh my god, he got the item. But I don't want it to be like off screen, oh yeah, hey, by the way, I got this item. Because 1, you don't know where I got it from. And 2, I want the reaction to be there, right? So I'm still going to get the item. I will get the item. Oh my god. The cough is getting really bad. Yeah, I want to get this rule set up. See what you guys think. I immediately, well, I shouldn't say immediately. I was trying to put it off for as long as I can, hoping that I was going to get the drop. That was the plan. That, okay, maybe I'll just get lucky and I'll just get it. We don't even have to worry about the whole banking system. I don't want to have to change rules on the, or add some stipulation or something like that on the third video. I don't want to do that. But it is now going on over a month of me grinding Gnomer, because the entire time I did Dunmoreau, I was also doing Gnomer runs. I've been in here for a month now, grinding drops. And I don't want you guys to just think I'm just doing this. So it's just a way to keep going and get content. No, Califax, you could be in any guild to join, or any server to join the guild. EU and NA are both called Zone Locked, just like the series. Okay, maybe another 100 runs for another month and you get a leper gnome. Yeah, I want to get leprosy. I want to become radiated. I'm going to become part of the ship, part of the crew type thing. To be fair, Classic is the worst for this. Maybe some TBC as well later on gets better. But yeah, the initial start of this challenge, because it's in Classic, is going to be extremely, extremely rough, because most dungeons had tons of rare drops, tons of zones. It's a lot to get through. Fair Lighty, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well today. I was supposed to be free tonight. However, I picked up a shift. We will Stardew the shit out of 2025 when you're not sick and I have time. We will. We will continue our Stardew series. Or like just at least us playing. But it could drop right now. Or it could drop in 5 years. Who knows? I actually do have the music on. But maybe I don't have it on repeat, because like I don't know why it's not playing. I will actually fuck with that here in a second. Don't unlock the Leper Gnome allied raid. That's me. It's just me. I'm the one that just gets it. Do you think you could solo dungeons without tank spec? I could try. I haven't actually really sat down and tried to do it without Brewmaster. I thought maybe Windwalker could do some stuff, but slower pulls. Or like less pulls. Smaller, that's the word. Holy shit. But I haven't actually given it a try yet. But Armor, yeah. Wrath Rares are also going to be rough. I have some of them done, but not a lot. Yes, XP is turned off, Poco. The 2 rares up in Northern and England is going to make it impossible. Yeah, it's going to be rough. For Northern, at least. I mean, there's a lot of people who actually are starting this challenge themselves here in my Discord. I'm just going to do this command real quick. That people are joining, they're getting their own zone locked guild start up and their own challenges. So if you guys want to join the guild, feel free to do so. We can get people in on both sides, on both regions. So feel free to do so. There's more stuff about it in the guild, in the Discord. Yeah, I'm going to be in a radiated rock. I will be, what is it? Plutonium, uranium. That's what Kalak's going to be made of by the time I'm out of here. So, luckily though, because Collect is here to finish off my account, a lot of the really rare things from Northern I already have. Time Lost Protodrake, done. Invincible, done. Memoron's Head, done. I have a lot of that stuff already completed. So, luckily for me, a lot of the really, really hard things to get is already out of the way. Whenever I get the Northern in the year 2026. What's up, Shady Gamer? How you doing today? Hope all is well. But I'm hoping I get at least one of these 2 drops so we could go ahead with the banking idea, and hopefully I can get a video out to you guys next week, next Sunday. Maybe. We'll see. All right, Jasper. 2026 is extremely optimistic, but I'm trying to be very optimistic right now because I'm running Gnomer for the umpteenth time, right? I mean, if we look at my kill count here, Leper's Assistants, I'm working on 6,000 kills of them. It's gonna be a thing. Barbaric gloves. I don't know if I have that one yet. VOE blue from King Crush. Like, good luck with the 2 rares and all of Northern Limit. Yeah, it's gonna suck. It's not gonna be great. But we'll get there. That's the plan. I'm planning on getting everything. We have the ideas of the locking stuff. I feel the the zones are going to take a lot longer because of the rares and because there's multiple dungeons in each zone. It's going to... I think we're actually really thinking way too far ahead. Because who knows how long it's going to take for me to get to Northern. Because I still have to go through all of BC yet. I still have to go through all of Vanilla yet. I'm only on my 2nd zone, guys. We're talking expansions. We're talking years down the line right now. Sorry, let me kill some mobs here before I start reading chat. I'm going to get behind if I don't. Wait, how can you force spawn TLP? Okay, you guys are talking about that. What happens when you get to a zone with a raid? Basically, I'm going to do the raids weekly, and I can't leave the expansion until I have everything from the raid. I'm going to try to put an FAQ out video here in the next few days for everybody to kind of go over a lot of these changes and other things that I'm going on with. Oh, Shadowlands is so far away. Is there any better gear to help you kill them faster, Homunculus? Not really. Whatever I get from inside the dungeons and zones is all I can really get. So what I have is the best I can do. I have Blackrock Mountain to get. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. Can I solo raids at level 30? Probably not, but luckily for me, this challenge isn't for me trying to solo everything. I can get people along. That's another thing about the guilds that we have. If you are level 30 and don't have gear past Wrath of the Lich King, I will start doing group raids together for everyone to get their transmogs and stuff. That's going to be one of those things. I'm not buying any gear from the auction house to make this stuff go faster. I'm not doing that. I'm not even buying... The only thing that I am buying from the auction house that is not from the zones that I am in are core forged keys, so I can open up boxes and stuff. And I'm not using heirlooms either, no. It is basically what Kolek gets himself. I'm not having any of my alts send money or do runs or anything like that. The only thing I'm using alts for is so I can get into legacy loot mode. Whew. Getting hot in my computer area. I'm sweating. Middle of December, I'm sweating my ass off right now. Probably because I can't stop coughing. If you're doing raids with guild groups, are you planning on getting a level 107 set so you can do guild runs with Algae for Feet of the Strength? Yes, I eventually will do Herald of the Titans. And I'll make sure everyone has a group for that. So, like, Herald of the Titans is definitely going to be something when we get there to get it. Because I 100% want it. In my opinion, dungeons should be locked daily and raids should be locked once a week. What I mean is you do Gnomer once a day and get you moving from farming other zones while not being stuffed with some very rare dunjo. Benji, you know what? That's not an awful idea. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't mind doing these runs. But I think it's more so eventually it should be more in the background thing and not something that happens like an entire stream, right? Shouldn't be too much of a video of me just running Gnomer. But when I get these hotshot gloves, eventually it's just going to be like a background thing while I do other dungeons or do other zones. I'm starting this challenge myself, but I still undecided on which class to choose. I don't really like Brewmaster. Right? Could you recommend another spec that works? Druid. Some of the Druid specs work pretty well. I need a vendor. Let's go vendor real quick. You could try out some of the Druid stuff. I know that Dangro Gaming, I'm not sure if you guys have been watching his stuff, but he's been soloing pretty much everything as a Boomy. And some things is like Druid. Guardian, that's the word, bear. So that's doable. I know that for a fact because he's doing it. What's up, Turtle Mage? Hope you're doing well today. Paladin apparently is pretty good too. I mean, I think most things you could probably get stuff done on. I'm sure there's like one or two that are just like really, really annoying to try to do it on. Okay. Reset, get on the priest, get legacy loot back up and running. You guys know the drill. Okay. Maybe you could / should write a TLDR of the rules and post them in the description of future videos with the link to the FAQ video. That's not a bad idea. I'm actually going to write that down. TLDR. Put that down as a note. I like that idea a lot. Hunter's easy. I'm trying to find the guild, but it's not coming up. Is it delisted right now? Hackeron, are you doing it? First off, is it EU or NA? And are you Alliance or Horde? Because if you are Horde, you're not going to see it because it's Alliance. Dorothy, what's going on? I know Dan says your name. I always thought it was Dorothy. Am I saying it wrong? I'm not sure how to say your name. I'm really sorry. But it's going. I'm just stuck in Gnomer gun. I do a Guardian Druid myself. Bears just never die below level 80. They really don't. At least as long as you're not messing up your rotations. Yeah. Something I was not sure on. Do you force spawn the rares or do you actually just wait for them to respawn? I just wait for them to respawn. Normally when I had the rares that were taken I would sit there and wait for them to spawn as I was like editing or watching a video or doing something else. Okay, if you're Horde, Hackron, give me a second here and I can whatchamacallit, I can we have a community as well, a zone lock community that Horde members can join that, and then I can invite you guys from there. Jordy, you know what? Jordy is a lot easier than what I was saying. So, Jordy it is. All right, so there is a zone. I will put it in. I'm going to put it in for Discord. Or I'm going to put it in, not Discord. I'm putting it in both chats. That is our community. This is community for NA servers, North American servers. You could join that community, and then you can just type in chat and say, like, just be like this, invite. You just say that in there, and I will just whisper you an invite. If you're on Horde side, and I can whisper your Horde character and invite to the guild. All right, let's get this going. Hit that record button. I record all my runs. Just in case we get something, you know what I'm saying? He didn't die. How did he not die? Is there a similar in-game community for EU? Yes, there is. I'm not part of anything in the EU. The EU side of Zone Locked is doing their own thing. My Discord announcement just went through the thing, and there's more info on getting into the EU guild in my Discord. Okay, you know what? Before we do this anymore, my sounds, audio. Why is my music turned off? Okay, that's why I was like, why am I not hearing any music? I turned off all the thing sounds a while ago because I kept hearing them, and it was too much sometimes. But the first couple ones you hear, it is really satisfying. You're like, yes, I have done it. I am a god at collecting. Oh, is there Shady? Oh, the Barrens is not going to look good then for me. But that's the name of the game. When I get there is when I get there. I thought everything on classic, like, vanilla zones were on a 20 to 30 minute respawn. I guess maybe they're not. But I'm just looking for... Maybe I should turn the sounds back on when I'm down to, like, a handful of items. It'd be a little bit more dramatic. And maybe I'll turn it back on. What is really scary about Southern Barrens with 2 dungeons having very rare loot? Yeah, you're not wrong. The Razor Fen stuff is going to be annoying. Well, it says it's 8 hours, but I've waited 12 without it respawning again. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I tried doing some things in Dwarf Starting Zone. Yeah? How'd that go? You joined the community? All right. Invite? You got it. You got it. Watch this. Watch this maneuver. Watch this maneuver. Okay, we got some applicants. Can you get the invite? There we go. Let me kill this thing real quick, because if I don't... Actually, you know what? I can do it. I can do it. We can do this. Watch this. Do this. Invite member. Post link in chat. Control A. Control C. Go here. Go here. Ready. Set. Invite. Spending 45 minutes in there made me go insane. I think I spent a total of, in the dwarf starting area for this area, for this challenge, maybe like an hour to get everything. I didn't think it was that bad. I did some quests, killed some zone, got some zone drops, vibed with people. My thing is really having something on the other monitor or talking to people, something that just kind of occupy your time while you're mindlessly just killing things. Helps a lot. You applied? Does it actually have you apply, or do you just join? Oh no, you actually apply. Okay, cool. Yeah, like most of the time when I'm doing these, I'm in a Discord talking to people. I am watching a YouTube video. When I'm doing the actual physical, like hard grinds, if I'm waiting for a rare, I'll edit or watch a video or just vibe until they spawn. But I have something else going on. Okay. They're just phasing right through that giant... whatever that is. That's illegal. They can't just phase through that shit. That's bullshit. Why can't I phase through walls? It'd be so much easier to do these runs if I could just, like, phase through the existence of everything. But yes, everyone who just joined the guild, welcome to the guild. Again, we have an EU version. We have an NA version. And in the Discord, you could find information for both. And just people chatting in Discord, sharing their drops, sharing their progress on their challenges. It's actually pretty cool how much everyone's just vibing and hanging out. Just inside for other drops and stuff. Unfortunately for me, I can't show me getting anything because I get nothing. You want... guys, I got some Mage Royal. Woo! Look at me go. Thank you, Daniel. I'm Gnomergon's best streamer, top streamer. That's me. Yeah, I personally think zone drops out in the world are a lot better than zone drops in a dungeon because you could just... that is like pure mindless farm. Oh, yeah, I can see RFK and R... oh, heal myself, heal myself. Reading chat means I'm going to die. But I can see RFK and RFD taking a while. I spent a lot of times... I shouldn't say a lot of time. I spent a lot of time doing classic dungeons to get transmog to sell. And I know what it's like to try to get some of those blue drops. It sucks. You're right. It is a 50-50. I get it or I don't. You're not wrong. No, my internet. Okay, YouTube should be fine. It's a Twitch thing. This happens on Twitch. Now, give it a second. Sometimes it buffers itself out. I'm hoping. Please. Waiting to see if it fixes itself. Sometimes it fixes itself after like just a few minutes. I don't know why. My internet hates when I stream on Twitch. Just give it a second. Oh, it's not fixing. It is not fixing. Thank you, Hugo, for subscribing on YouTube. My ISP hates when I stream on Twitch. You might like it's 50-50. It's either healing or killing you. So you're not wrong. Dude, come on, fix it. Go back up and fix yourself. I am dropping frames like crazy. I'm lagging. I'm sorry. For everyone who's on the Twitch side, if you can hear me, I apologize. Everyone on YouTube should be fine, I imagine. Like, no one's having any issues on the YouTube side. It is entirely... Really... It's lagging on YouTube too, but